And just curious, what high school did you attend since you're from the Palm Beach area?
I went to Wellington High School. Yeah, that's I lived in Wellington for a while, and then I've lived in different areas because my family and I would always like rent, and we would always, or at least would be up, and we'd have to move. But I've lived in Boynton, Boca,
Wow.
Royal Palm, and Wellington. It's moved a lot of places.
So you're well traveled.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in South Florida, pretty much.
Was it?
Now I'm well traveled from the band, but
Was it one of those things where you were just kind of waiting till school was over to kind of really launch your music career, or was college in mind or anything?
I always felt like I don't know. I felt like I was always college bound. Like I always got good grades, and I always wanted to do well just in case it didn't work out. And that was always in the back of my mind. But I was like always trying really hard through high school just to get somewhere, to find a band, to do something. And so what I did was I took some classes earlier on in like high school. That way, in senior year, I only had like 3 classes to take, and I just took them online. And I just spent the whole senior year like trying to do stuff in a band and try to work stuff out. So it's always been something that I've been trying really hard to get.
So if you did go the college route, what would have you done?
I would have taken like a creative writing class or something. I would have gone into like I don't know what I would have gotten into, but if I would have chose something, I would have wanted to go to like FSU or UCF or one of those schools, because that's every other like FAU is just like, I don't know, too much for me. And I'm not like a big school person. I would try to do well, but I was always just like, music was always first. So I wouldn't want to go to a school where you'd have to be in too deep. I'd be the slacker for sure.
And writing on still the current album, Hold On Tight, you've already had 2 singles, Homecoming, and not too long ago, Hold You Love Me Now. Is there still life with the album, or are you going to put out another single, or are you concentrating on a new album?
I think that there's definitely life with this album. I mean, I think that it's got at least another year to it, I feel like, and that's kind of what the plan is. We're going to try to milk this one as long as we can, just because it's the first impression, and we feel like it explains us as a band so well that we need to just try our hardest to make it work and to put it out there, because a lot of times there's bands that just like quickly move on to the next record, and people never know like that they put out a record a long time ago, and it's like the best record ever, so we just wanted to try and knock out a few more singles on this album.
Do you have any in mind, which one you're leaning toward, or?
Yeah, I think that if How You Love Me Now does well, we want to do Candles for the next one, and if it doesn't catch on, we might go back to Homecoming just as like we really just want to come out with a fast, upbeat song as our first like big push for people, like the first impression. So.
What about other projects? Are you going to tie videos into the singles? Do anything with iTunes or any of that website?
Nothing's really planned. I have like for Candles, I already like wrote up the treatment for it, so I know exactly like what I want for that video, but we haven't really like talked about stuff like that, like premieres and who's going to be like pushing it really hard or going to be behind it or anything like that. That hasn't been discussed yet, actually.
And just kind of wrapping things up, if fans want to like check out stuff from you, I know you're on several different sites. Could you let them know exactly where to look?
Yeah, we're on HeyMondayMusic.com, and we have a myspace.com/HeyMonday. We have a Friends or Enemies page, friendsorenemies.com, and then you just search Hey Monday. We have a BuzzNet page. It's heymonday.buzznet.com, and we have a Facebook,
Twitter.
We all have Twitter, yeah, and we have a band Twitter, and we also all have personal yeah, I think that's pretty much it, unless I'm missing something, or an Pure Volumes page. Forgot about that one.
And the very last question, if you could summarize the band as a whole, like based on a movie, what would it be and why?
Man, that's a hard one. I would probably have to go... I have to pick a comedy because we're all pretty ridiculous. I'm just going to pick my favorite movie, Dumb and Dumber, because they're on a journey, and along the way they get into some stuff, they get into some trouble, and they're pretty crazy and ridiculous around each other, and that's pretty much us in a nutshell. And Jim Carrey's got some singing skills. He knows how to sing, so I guess that kind of goes hand in hand with J Monday.
Yeah, so try not to get your tongue stuck to a pole soon then, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, man, yeah. I don't think any of us would ever do that, but minus that part.
All right, well, hey, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and look forward to your show coming up soon.
Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later.
All right, take care. Bye.